Good afternoon. This is Lynette here, Nettie Reads Too Much, and once again this month I am going to bring you an unboxing. This time again it's the Book Box Club unboxing. I get this box every month. This is box number 5, and I thought that I would share this with you. So as always, the first thing out of the box is the little card that tells you exactly what you're getting. The theme for this month, as you can see, is Fearless Females. So hopefully we've got some kick-ass women in the book. I'm not going to look at the back of the card because it does tell you exactly what's in the box, but also it does tell you what the book is, and as always the book is gift wrapped, so you don't find out until you take the wrapping off. So again, this month you get the scroll that comes with it. It's upside down. This has a little interview with the author. Again, I won't open it until I know what the book is, because it does tell you what the book is. It has some questions and answers, and it also tells you exactly when the author evening will be, which everybody who gets these boxes is invited to join. So then the next thing out of the box, the lovely blue wrapping. It's actually quite colourful actually. I've seen some that are awful colours on other channels. So, something in a little bag. I can't quite read what it says. Let's see what. Oh wow! Now, I'm sure those who have read Crooked Kingdom will probably know the significance of the jewellery, but there's a little quote on there. I'm not sure if I can get that into view. It looks like it's a necklace. And the quote on the card is, "When the world owed you nothing, you demanded something of it anyway," and that is a quote from Crooked Kingdom. I spotted that before I held it up, so that's actually really pretty. I don't wear a lot of jewellery. I'm engaged, apparently. My ring finger wouldn't tell you. But yes, so I don't wear a lot of jewellery, but that is actually really, really pretty and really up my street. So yes, I will. You may see me wearing that in a future video. I'll pop that back in there to keep it safe for now. So I think this is some kind of magnet. I'm not sure. I'll open it up and see. But it says, "For our fabulously feisty, unashamedly bookish member Lynette." And once again, thank you to the lovely ladies, Libby and Kate at Book Box Club. They've spelt my name correctly. My mum decided to put extra letters in my name when I was born. And yes, no one spells it right. So yes, it looks like it's, let's see if I can find out what this is without spoiling the book. Yes, it's a magnet. And it's, "She was the heir of ash and fire, and she would bow to no one." So, which is a quote from Sarah J. Maas. I think, looking at it, yes, it's Heir of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. Sadly, a book that I've DNF'd. I read the first two, struggled to get into them, and then with the third one, I really couldn't get going with it. I'm thinking, because I listened to A Court of whatever it was. Yes, that one. The Beauty and the Beast retelling on audiobook, and I got on quite well with it. I'm thinking I might try Heir of Fire on audiobook, and just see how I get on. I'm a bit. I quite enjoyed it, but the writing style, I don't know whether I was more annoyed by the main character in the Heir of Fire or not. But yeah, I got to a point where I was just like rolling my eyes. And anyway, the next item out of the box is a coaster, which do need more of in my house. I've always got cups all over the place, and never enough coasters. So I think that one says "Fight Like a Girl," and again, that's by Monkey Make, and it is a coaster. It's a feminist, but aimed at everybody because men can be feminists too. So this looks like a little notebook. I'm unwrapping everything, sorry. So there we have a little notebook. Yep. So, and that's by Nikki Strange. So it's got, I don't know if you can see, can I get that? Yeah, Girl Boss written on the front. That's actually really pretty. I really like that. I am starting to make notes for my videos, so I'm accumulating notebooks now, so that one will come in really handy. And then a little bit more wrapping. The book, which we shall save for a moment. Thankfully, I can't decipher the signature. I've got a candle. And it's Meraki candles, and I've got Hermione, who is one of my favourite kick-ass. I love Hermione. Ooh. So this is Plum, Rose and Patchouli. That's really nice. I really like that. I've never been patchouli. I've always associated with my teenage years, and I can't remember what they're called now, but they were smoke sticks. You lit them and they just burnt away into smoke and scented the room. And patchouli is always one of those scents that, and I never particularly liked them. But I think the rose and the plum actually really, oh, that's lovely. I can't wait to burn that. I've started burning the one I had. I had one of the Meraki candles in an earlier box, and that one's really lovely. So I really like that. So can't wait to get burning that one. And then I've got a couple of, I've got a badge, votes for women, and then just a little postcard advertising this book, and again on the back it's got the votes for women, so I'm assuming that the badge and the postcard are linked. So that's all the little goodies. So then we get on to unwrapping the box. That's my little signature, signature label, which I'll be able to stick in the front. See if anybody recognises that from other things they've had. If it is, don't spoil it. Just pop that in the box. So without further ado, this is where. And I'm not very good at opening parcels. I always rip the wrapping. So, sorry ladies, you're careful wrapping. They do wrap it very, very carefully, and it feels like a hardback. So, like I say, it's Fearless Females. It's usually a YA book that's included. I haven't seen anything to maybe give me a clue. I've only ever been able to guess one book. Oh, and it is. So it's Things a Bright Girl Can Do by Sally Nichols. I've actually never heard of this book. I've not seen it anywhere. So it's a nice big chunky hardback book. It's a 400 pager. Yes, 400 pager. Lovely blue end pages. I see everybody showing the end papers in books, and they're always brightly coloured. And while I do like it, sometimes I just appreciate a plain cover. Anyway, so I've never heard of this book, so I don't know what it's about. So I'm just going to read the synopsis out to you. And it says, 1914. The world stands on the edge of change, but women still have no vote. Evelyn is 17, and though she is rich and clever, she may never be allowed to follow her older brother to university. Life is set out for her. dances, tea parties and marriage. But Evelyn wants freedom and choice, even if it means paying the highest price alongside her fellow suffragettes. And then there's May, who campaigns tirelessly for women's votes and fair pay with other anti-violence suffragettes. When she meets Nell, a girl who's grown up in hardship, she sees a kindred spirit. Together and in love, the two girls start to dream of a world where all kinds of women can find their place. But the fight for freedom will challenge Evelyn, May and Nell more than they ever could imagine. As the Great Wall looms, just how much are they willing to sacrifice? Oh, that sounds really interesting. I've never I like books that are based in fact. I like fictional books that are based in fact. I'm not a big non-fiction reader, but I do like to read stories that have some basis in fact about them, especially if the author has done their research into the time period, and when there's big events as well, like this. This obviously is set just before and looking actually through it, the titles of some of the sections leading into the First World War. So I will be actually quite interested to give that one a read. So I will put that one on my ever-growing to be read pile, and hopefully at some point in the near future I will be giving you a review of it. So thank you again, Libby and Kate at Bookbox Club. I'm continuing to subscribe, so I have a month-to-month subscription, so I get the boxes every month. They're fabulous. You can find them pretty much everywhere: Facebook, Instagram. They actually have I found out last month, they have a Twitter feed. I sent them my video through Instagram last month of the unboxing that I did, and they were going to share it on the Twitter feed. Unfortunately, I didn't see if they did that or not. I'm not brilliant. I'm on Twitter, but I don't really use it. So yeah, they are pretty much available everywhere. At the moment, I believe there is, if you go onto their Facebook page and their Instagram and look up their recent posts, if you're interested in signing up to this box, September is their 1 year anniversary, and they have a code. I think it's September 10 or something like that. Go onto their most recent posts if you're interested in subscribing. You get 10% off your first box. So please give them a like. I'll try and link them down below as always, but you know me by now, I'm not that great with technology, so Libby, Kate, I apologise if I don't get the links right, but yes, thank you very much, and I will see you all again soon. Goodbye.